Hello, hello, my kiddos. Yes, you thought I forgot. Anyhow, I got something for you guys. You know it. Stay tuned. Nobody gonna break my strike. I'm not gonna call me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. And that's what I tell you. I know I'm not a singer. I know. That's the disclaimer. Oh my God, I miss you guys so much. It's been such an amazing week. I hope that you had one as well. And what can I tell you? How are you? Welcome to my living room. I am Yovy D. And my show is about being a former media corporate in broadcasting and a entrepreneur in podcasting. How about that? How are you? Oh, we have a lot of new stuff on Anchor. And I want to say thank you for listening if you're a newcomer. Thank you for supporting my show. Welcome to the Anchor fam. And here we go. Alrighty, guys. As I said, let's get into it. The theme of my podcast. I decided to do this podcast because it was a new medium that made me feel comfortable so far in order to deliver the content that I wanted. And and Anchor just came very handy, very special, very at the right moment. About 6 months ago. If you have had the chance to listen to my first recording, disastrous, but hey, you know what? I took a jump. I gotta get started. I did it. And you know what? Never look back. It was the best decision so far. Actually, the best decision I made. And that's, I think, the theme that I want to talk about. Sometimes you think that you're making a mistake, but at the same time, you're making the best achievement that you can do in your moment in that life. Plus, and that can be applied to many different things in life. I'm going to apply it to me in a family way. As I said before, you guys know that obviously I'm an only child. Yes, I am. And I'm my mom's daughter. Yes, I'm my mom's daughter. And I know that if you're a newcomer, I'm going to try to give you pointers and everything. And then obviously, check out my stuff. It's really cool. And if you heard about the things that I talk about at the beginning, there was a little earlier this year health crisis in my family, especially with my mom. The good news, fast forward today, she's doing way much better. However, my question to you is, as adulting that we're doing, or adult grown children that we are, you know what, where do we set the boundaries when it comes to caring about our parents? You're like, maybe you're, I don't know, at a stage of your life, you're like, I'm barely getting my things together, my life together. Imagine if something out to be and happened to my parents, and then I gotta take care of them, or they take care, or maybe maybe vice versa. Who knows? Share your story, and you can find me on Instagram, on Twitter, Yovy D, and that's where we at. So stick around. Remember, you can find the Yovy D show and Instagram and Twitter. I have a nice YouTube channel called The Lady Gig. The Gig Lady Gig. I always get it. The Lady. And also you can find my wonderful reviews on Yelp. Yes, I like to eat. I'm a foodie. And I review all the amazing places that I've checked out. Food, restaurants, good service, bad service. Check me out. Stay tuned for the show. So coming back, where do we draw the line when it comes to looking after our parents? Well, my story is that obviously when it all happened, I put this other hat of administrator, of caretaker, of looking out. But then, as things get better, usually when life happens, it takes a turn, sometimes for the worse. But as I said, sometimes there's no wasted lessons here in life. There really isn't. And it makes you go through certain things and certain situations in order to prove yourself. I had to prove myself, beat the fear in me in doing the podcast. And if I did not make that decision in doing the podcast, I would never know what exactly the fear that I had. When I had to tackle the situation for my mother's health, I was very overwhelmed, truly overwhelmed. And I still carved the time to do the podcast, to work, to write, to do the things that I had to do, because that's what life pushes you, and I maybe, sidetracking here, but that's the challenge. That's what I was given, and I thought, I'm like, oh my God, I have just so much things already on my plate as it is, and then now this comes, and now it's like, okay, I went through it. I had to take the lead, because that's what it is, take the lead. And it's not easy, it's not easy to come to your parents, the people that you look up, the people that actually took care of you and handle it, like Olivia Pope, they handle it, everything. And then you suddenly are switching roles here, and then you become the parent and your parents become the child, and it's like, what happened? So I took over. I kind of was able to stabilize everything from the physical part, the house, the doctors, the caretakers, and the mental part, the therapists, the psychologists, and the case managers, and then spiritual, where, you give support. And it seems that somewhere along your journey becomes your parents' journey, and the life brings you back together. If you're fortunate enough, if you have the luck enough, if you had the blessing or the opportunity to do so, may you be one of those people that you say, I never met my parents, Joey, I don't have anybody, and my heart goes to you. It really does, because you're here and you have somewhat overcome your obstacles. For the people that have lost their parents, my heart goes to you too. And then coming back to me, that I've had this opportunity to try to keep my mom in her own house or in her own home, and bring things kind of somewhat back to normal. And that makes a difference. Was it easy? No, it was not easy. It was not easy. I'm not a parent. I do not have kids. This is my experience and I share it with you. My best advice is, if anything I have learned about the long-term care and looking after my mom and everything, is make sure that you have something, long-term care, have everything in order, have a will, have a living trust, have things in order. Because I did have to contact a lawyer and draw papers and sign a power of attorney. All of that had to take effect. You have to be calling everybody. You got to be faxing everybody in order to have the authority to make the decisions and call the shots. So with that being said, also it kind of took me in a turn of being kind of secluded, because you feel that you're alone on this, even though only to learn that when I kind of spoke about it and share my story and with my friends and everything, it was highlighted to know that I was not alone. Actually, I had a really good coworker of mine that she was going through something very similar and very hard. And you learn a lot when you go through with other your friends' journey with also their parents and everything. So, but you don't know really what's going on until you're really in it. Like, oh, okay, now I know what you were saying. Now I know why you were so busy. Now I know why you were so caught up, because handling somebody else's life is like, you come in one day and say, okay, after 30 years, I'm going to take over. I'm going to do your finance. I'm going to do your groceries. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go. And it's like, whoa. And then not only that, devoting the trust that hopefully that person will do the right thing. Just take it in. Yes. Because we have heard about the saddest stories of grown children abandoning their parents, or parents abandoning their kids and not doing the right thing. We have heard it. And it's really, really hard. And as I said, it makes it harder because here you are, I tackle the career, the corporate ladder, the this, the that, the traveling, and then you think that work is heavy, the office politics, getting to work, getting up, doing the job, running here, making decisions, talking to your boss. And then when you have to kind of like apply and use kind of those organizational skills or leadership skills, and also managing your own life, your own finances, is quite a turnaround. And then the thing is, the difference between work, career, and family and life and friends is the emotional part. The emotional part, because that's where you get caught up and saying, where do I draw this line of caring, and then also making sure that I take care of myself is very, very important. And I think the best advice that I got through one of my mother's friend was, she said, make sure that you see your friends, make sure that you have some kind of life and normalcy and have somebody to talk to, and go to those lunch, drag yourself, get out of your house, go to that walk on the park, go and do the things that makes you happy, go to the gym. You need to clear your mind. Sometimes I got so caught up, so obsessed in trying to move paper